Nah, made a shit on himself. When he was a gang, I wouldn't lie about that. I punched him in his shit. He shit on himself. That's what everybody know. I for page there. So I'm on Crip on 6-0. I made Verb shit on himself. He got a loose booty. Yeah, I made Verb shit on himself. He got a loose booty. Listen, how can I punch you in your mouth and you shout out your ass unless your booty already loose? It ain't like I hit him in the stomach. I hit him in his mouth and he shot his ass.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. Look, this spread with M3S3, men make moves, stand still. I say that to say this podcast. Why do we call it that? Because people do all kind of talking, but at the end of the day, when they finally get to the meat and potatoes, they say, I say they to say this. Brought to you by M3S3. Shout out to www.m3s3apparel.com. Look, I had to pull up on one of the most controversial, viral, and from our conversations outside of this, I can honestly say intelligent and genuine people I met on the internet right now, man. I'm here with 607. Oh, what's the deal, my G?
Listen, gang, your intro long as right? That's first off. I'm 607 not the punk, right? And I'm not controversial. Well, I'm an outlaw like Jesus, right? See, what you don't know is Jesus was the first outlaw. He created the first get back, right? He with the get back gang. He the first one. I'm the new lieutenant general. I'm a prophet of God. I swear to God, my mama. On GD.
How was Jesus the first outlaw?
Listen, you don't must pay attention. The only people, and they didn't crucify Jesus, but the only people they tried to crucify was who? Outlaws. They crucified people that was against the law. They didn't crucify people that was with the law. They crucified the gangsters, the gang, like me. Stop playing on me. Jesus is a gangster gang on GD. On Larry Davis. Stop playing on me. Everybody know. The streets know, gang. Yeah. Yeah, you. Religious. Look, religion was made for control. Let me tell you this. The first religion wasn't made for control. Because in 400 AD, it was a religion called Gnosticism. And that religion was a religion directly from God to draw people straight closer to God. That religion wasn't made for you to worship man like they did with Jesus or Hashua or y'all, what the fuck you want to call him. They put him in the middle of God and man, right? To kind of make you think you needed a middleman, right? He's like the doorman to heaven. But I'm going to tell you this, you don't want to go to heaven, right? So if it's a doorman there, don't go in anyway. Don't nobody want to go to heaven, gang. Yeah. Listen, why would you want to go? Listen, what they tell you heaven like, right? They say heaven got gold streets. They say you wear white all day. Listen, I like to wear black, first of all. You wear white all day, right? You got to worship that demonic God all day. You got to praise him, hallelujah, and stop playing on me. Who want to do that all day for the rest of eternity? And then it's time there. See, it really ain't no time nowhere else. They put time on it there. Stop playing on me. So I don't want to go heaven. See, Jesus went to hell when he freed people from hell. See, I'm going to go to heaven and free people from heaven because good and bad is the same. That a lot of people don't know.
You don't want to go to heaven.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to go to heaven. Listen, I don't want to go to heaven and I don't want to go to hell. They both are real places that you can go, but you decide if you go. Now pay attention. You don't want to go to heaven, right? Because heaven is a place where you continue to worship a fake God, right? He got many names. His name Allah, his name Buddha, his name, he got so many different names that man choose to use in front of him. But God, the true God, don't have a name. You can't even call him God, because when you call him God, it's kind of disrespectful. How you like when I call you a nigga? How you like it? How you like when I call you a nigga if I was white? How would you like it?
Oh, if you was white, nah, I ain't with that.
That's how God feel, because God don't fuck with you. See, God only fuck with the pure. Everybody think they talking to God, but I swear to God on my mama, I'm the only person that talks to God. Nobody talks to God because you got to be pure to talk to God. See, everybody's signal is diluted. See, my signal is 100% clean. I don't lie, cheat, or steal. I for the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Wait, 607.
Yeah.
How can you?
Yeah, I for the Lord. See, it's something called the ego, right? And this ego live inside of me. I got, because if I don't, it'll be eventually. Let me tell you what I mean. Since this ego inside me, it hold all my attachments. So Jesus said, get a sword, but the ego been around for too long. A sword ain't big enough. Jesus said, sell your house and get a sword. Now you got to sell your house and get a switch because you got to hit it a whole lot of times. You got to make sure it don't get back up. The ego got a whole lot of different lives because the ego holds it holds your mama, it holds your kids, it holds too many. You got to keep all them at the same time with the switch because you can't have no attachments.
Now let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this. Because a lot of people see you online right now, you viral, anything you say is gold.
No, listen, a lot of people think they see me. Ain't nobody saw me yet. This is not my body. Right, listen, let me ask you a question. When people see your car, do they say they saw you? They say they saw your car, right? So say people saw my body. People have never saw me before. Stop playing with me. I'm too bright for people to see me. People's eyes can't even glance up on who I really am. So this body kind of dim my light. So don't say you saw me. Don't say nobody saw me. Stop playing with me. Ain't nobody saw me, gang. Nobody know what the fuck I look like. How the fuck can you see me through your human eyes? Gang, you slow as shit. How the fuck you see me?
Hold on, Fixer. Hold on now. Okay, so look. A lot of people they feel like they don't know who you are. Like, who are you underneath what they see on the internet?
A lot of people can't remember. Let me tell you something. Back in the days, before everybody got tricked into thinking they were slaves, they used to have these big ass bells. They went off like this. Ding, 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 at a synchronized time. These synchronized times were designed to wake people up because Tupac said it best. We trapped in a circulation that we cannot control, right? The young can't control who they kill and what they do. They've been programmed with the information. Listen, gang, you a walking computer, right? You better get unplugged because you plugged in right now to the matrix. I've been unplugged, gang. Yeah, I can't die. Yeah, I got eternal life without Jesus. Yeah, I ain't need Jesus to get it.
So how'd you get eternal life?
I kind of like remembered. Let me tell you something. We all got eternal life, but we all can't remember. Let me tell you something. See, it's not only me, it's 144,000 of us. And 1 + 4 + 4 = 9. I'm going to let your followers tell us what that means. But what I'm trying to say is it's a divine number. Everything happened by divine. But everybody trying to control life from the outside, right? But I tell you this, life is about vibration and beat. Let me tell you what I mean. Say you want to be on YouTube. I can tell you need to go on YouTube. I got to teach you this because your shit don't go up. I'm going to tell you why your shit don't go up every once in a while. You had Charles White little bitch ass on there. It tried to go up. But let me tell you why your shit don't go up. Because you not synchronized with the universe. You're not on the right beat. This is what I mean. Every day at the same time. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. That's that post at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. You're going to train the universe to obey your command. The universe only obey frequencies and vibrations. Right? So you gotta set out certain frequencies and vibrations repeatedly a number of times in order to change what's actually going on. A lot of people don't know that. And yo dumb ass probably ain't know neither. You'll be up on YouTube. Right?
You said Charleston White?
Charleston White, stop playing on me. Listen, Charleston White.
You don't go with Charleston?
No, Charleston White, Charleston White. He say all little slick shit about me. He gonna say what women want to lay down with me and call me like ugly and shit. Like you gotta see me through your third eye. But since I'm so ugly, let me fuck you then. Right? Since I'm so ugly, he wanna say somebody ugly, right? But he constipated. So how constipated gonna talk about another ugly when he ain't never seen my body yet? That's another nigga that think he seen my body. You think my body look like this? Gang, if you see through your third eye, I'm fine as shit. Right? And Charleston White need to watch me through his third eye. I mean, I don't need him to do it because I ain't gay. A lot of people think I'm gay when I say I want to fuck him, but that really mean I want to fuck him. You know, I want to fuck him up. Right? So I don't got to use all my words. I know I'm straight. Right? But I know being straight the same. And I know I'm still the same. Because I ain't never been different.
You said getting straight the same. What you doing?
I go for broke if I could be with you. Only you can make it right.
Yo. Oh, what you doing, yo?
What the fuck you saying my name like that, gang? Stop playing with me. You don't pay for all that. You pay for a short period of time. So when God talked to me, let me talk, right? You fuck my signal. Let me tell you what I mean. See, a lot of people can't talk to God because of you. They fuck up the signal way to God. Take a walkie-talkie, right? And go at the end of the block. It's going to be a good signal at first. The further you get, the better the signal going to be. See, the problem is you got to clean your receptor. Do you think your brain got an IQ? I'm here to tell you ain't no IQ exists. See, that's how they trick you. Your brain is a receiver. How the f can a receiver have an IQ? Stop playing with me. See, you don't got an IQ. You're programmed to believe you have one, right? So I'm going to tell you this. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, right? Don't stop me no more when I'm in my right? Because you asking me questions I got to get the information to because I don't got knowledge. I don't study from no book. So I don't know how to get the information unless I get it from God.
Oh, I heard you. You know that this is different, though. Hey, so listen, what you doing right now, I ain't never seen no like this.
What I'm doing. Gang, listen. Listen, when John the Baptist when John the Baptist run around acting crazy, talking about Jesus is coming, everybody didn't believe, right? When Saul was, everybody thought he was just playing, right? Listen, everybody that God picked is the worst. He said, I choose the worst to shame the world, right? I'm the worst, gang. I'm the biggest liar, biggest cheater, biggest you ever met. And I'm a prophet of God.
You got brothers, you got sisters. Like, did you grow?
Nah, listen, I'm gonna tell you a story. You read the Bible?
Not as much as I should, but I am a Christian though.
Yeah, you fake then. Christians fake. Well, look, I'm gonna tell you anyway. Look, so and Christians stole Gnosticism, fuck all them, and they Jesus too. So fuck all them. But let me tell you this, right?
That's crazy.
No, they Jesus. They Jesus. Yeah, they Jesus. They Jesus.
That means all Christians fake?
Yeah, all Christians fake because they got a fake religion. They stole their religion from Gnosticism in 400 AD, and they put Jesus in the middle of God. So now can't nobody even grasp or know what the fuck the afterlife is. Everybody stuck in a long line trying to get to heaven. But the problem is heaven long line. I'm about to go and free everybody because everybody tired of being in heaven. I've been getting messages from people up there in heaven. They've been telling me to come get them. They tired of worshiping and wearing white all day. They trying to get us in black. They trying to step out, trying to pop out and create, and it's God keeping them locked down in heaven, right? We're trying to create. We free souls. He first we keep it locked down on earth, then you'll go lock us down in heaven. You in your heaven.
But it's heaven or hell.
Man, listen, fuck hell too. Listen, Jesus already went to hell. He walked down there. Hell ain't hot. It's all in your mind, gang. Hell. I never go. And if I do go, I'm going to kill the devil.
Now look, you grew up in Paysdale, right? Castle Park Apartments.
See, look, don't do that. Don't listen to AyeVerb. I grew up in Pine Line, PLO, 607 Hillside, right? Listen, AyeVerb, I stayed in Castle Park Apartment. My mama was on welfare. She smoked crack. So she stayed us over there for 2 school semesters. AyeVerb saw me long enough to beat his ass in school. I swear to God, my mama. Right? So listen, so I did stay at Castle Park Apartments. That's absolutely true. Now what else?
Okay, so you and AyeVerb fought.
What?
You say you beat his ass?
Yeah, I fought him in grade school. I walked in, opened the door, and punched him in his shit. He looked at me, he shit on himself. I swear to God, my mama. No, I made him shit on himself. When he was a gang, I wouldn't lie about that. I punched him in his shit, he shit on himself. That's what everybody know. I page there, I swear to my mama, on Crip, on 6-0. I made Verb shit on himself. He got a loose booty. Yeah, I made Verb shit on himself. He got a loose booty. Listen, how can I punch you in your mouth and you shout your ass unless your booty already loose? It ain't like I hit him in the stomach. I hit him in his mouth and he shot his ass. So his booty got to be already loose.
Now look, AyeVerb said that spot where y'all grew up at, people had to be selected to be put in that, and he said it's the same place where the Exorcism movie was shot at. It's an insane asylum. Y'all grew up in there together.
Yeah, Exorcism was shot there. A lot of demons was there. I grew up in a demonic place, right? I mean, that's real. Everybody in there was either rapists and shit like that, and they was all there to get some kind of treatment. Remember I told you my mama was on drugs, so she was there to get some kind of treatment. They had counselors there to try to bring people back after they did the exorcisms and shit, right? But that's type of I don't like to talk about, right? Because I told you I used to be demonic, but why you worried about me? The person that wrote the Bible, he wrote the devil Bible first too. So his first Bible was for the devil. His second one was for God. So I work for the devil first too.
You work with the devil?
Yeah, at first. But I found out he wasn't God. The devil tricked me. He made me think that he was God. I was a Christian like you. But the devil tricked me. Yeah, the devil tricked me. He made me think that he was God. He made me love his physical body. He made me think it was mine, so I realized I had 5 of them. So this ain't unique to me. Somebody's gonna come back again about 10, 20 years from now and everybody forget, and it's gonna be a different soul in her because I ain't coming back.
Now, what AyeVerb said was...
Man, AyeVerb. What'd he say, though?
He said that y'all both grew up in this spot, but in this place that y'all grew up at, y'all was programmed to be different types of people. He was kind of programmed to be maybe a politician, and you was programmed to be like something else. Is that true? Like,
no, listen, Verb was programmed to be a Crip. Verb a real Crip. He a real 6'0" from the streets. I only beef with real. So if I got a problem with Verb, you know he from the streets because he can't even know me. But Verb, right? My problem with Verb is that every time I hit him up to do something, he act like he's scared to pull up because of what happened in the past, right? So I don't give a about Verb. Verb got to turn to a coward. He had to take some coward juice. Verb got to be a bitch now. He running from Hitman Holla. He's running from me, right? I told him to battle Hitman Holla. I put up $1 million. I was like, oh man, I don't want to battle. But Verb is the win. Verb went. He the whole battle rap sport. Look, battle rap dead. Everybody know battle rap been dead. But St. Louis run battle rap. That was all these battle rappers don't know. St. Louis run that.
St. Louis run battle rap.
Yeah, everybody know. Look, Verb beat they ass. I don't even Verb, but he stepped in the door and up every battle rapper you can name from New York, and he went solo by himself, right? And he them all up. He went to Baltimore, New Jersey, everywhere. He made smack. AyeVerb made everybody that's online right now doing some kind of battle rap. They wouldn't even be popping if it wasn't for Verb.
A lot of people would disagree with that.
It's fact, but Verb, I don't with him. But Verb built the battle rap scene. Y'all had some going on already.
You and Verb, what's the real issue? You and Verb, what is it? It's y'all grew up together, so what is like? It has to be something.
This is my issue. I made a song. We dissed Nelly. So after we dissed Nelly, yeah, he dissed Nelly. It's on YouTube. Look it up. So he dissed Nelly with me, but when it came out, he act like he not dissing Nelly. Like I changed the verse. So we had smoke then, but we kind of fixed that because when my son King B, when he was coming out, I fixed that with Verb, and he went and performed that Verb show. We was good. And then Verb came back. He reinvented himself. He started doing podcasts and shit. So I didn't follow him on Instagram. I'm like, you good and shit. But every time I hit him up, tell him to come on, he don't never come. He always trying to charge me. The you trying to charge me for? Stop playing on me. I knew you my whole life. I'm not paying you a goddamn dime. I'd rather smoke with you then. So we got smoke because he want to charge me.
Verb told a story about when y'all was younger. You got hit by a bus. I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, he said I don't want to say it wrong, but he said when you was younger, you got hit by a bus, and you said that you had wings, and then after that, you never showed back up at that asylum y'all grew up at. Like you never came back after you got hit by that bus. He didn't see you no more until like now. Now that you like popping.
Next question. Next question. Next question. Next fucking question, nigga.
He said that.
I said next question. I don't want to talk about that. I died 5 times. Gang, I died 5 times.
You 5 times.
Next question.
All right. The next question. Look, he said that there was a certain animal you used to walk around with, right? When you was younger. And he said somehow it was a basketball game going on or something like that. And somebody threw that stuffed animal that's snuffleupagus or something like that. They threw that animal over the fence. And after that, you kind of, something changed in you. Is there any truth to that?
What the f wrong with you, man? Why the fuck I look like running around with an animal, man? Stop playing with me. You sound like a stupid gang. I get fried, gang. Let me get a fry. Let me get like, bro. I'll walk off on your. You stupid as shit. What's wrong with you, gang? You on some weird ass, retarded ass, goofy ass. Stop with me. Come on, gang. What are you talking about, gang? Fuck what the fuck I'm doing with an animal, nigga? And who the fuck gonna take something and throw it for me? Come on, gang. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
They threw it over the fence or something.
Gang, what the fuck I just say? Next question.
All right, we gonna go to the next. We gonna go to the next question. You spoke on. You said when he was locked up.
On Kevin. Gotta say it right.
People wondering, were you trolling when you said when he was locked up that was running up in him and all that?
No, listen, if I said I heard it from a good source, Big Homie CC said that. Look it up. Big Homie CC, he kind of like, he had security in Chicago. So you gotta understand all the street like Duck and all the gangsters, him and Big Dugard, they were securing for them. So when Kevin Gates go through their system, they got all the information. So everything I say comes straight from the streets. Y'all take it like it's a game or like it's a thing. I done threw up thinking about that. Come on, I want to talk about no gang. Change subject. If I say it, gang, it's real. Check Dugard. Ask Big Homie CC. They tell you about it.
So what's your views on what's going on right now with Shannon Sharpe?
Listen, the white lady, she said he f***ed in the booty. That's strange. White women like to get f***ed in the booty. When the last time white women told because they got f***ed in the booty? Their favorite position is the booty. But they don't like to see the black man with the money. Shannon Sharpe, just like Diddy, like everybody else. Listen, when they give you the money, you can't build wealth, right? They don't give you the bucket. He don't own his distributions. He don't own his masters. He don't own none of that. So he don't own the bucket. Since you don't own the bucket, the little bit you do got, we got to take that back too. It's kind of like a thing. I'm going to give you $100 million, but under 2 conditions. 1 condition is you can't own shit. 2 conditions, you can't get nobody in your family shit. Come on, gang. Come on. I can't be sitting all day. Come on. I'm tired of this anyway. You've been tweaking. You've been tweaking.
Look, with Lil Baby, you said Lil Baby make devil music and he deserved to go to jail, right?
Listen, yeah, everybody make devil music. I'm going to tell you how. Life, everything, gotta do it. Everything is vibrate and frequency. So everything travels on vibration and frequencies, right? What I mean by that is there's no such thing as good and bad. Sounds kind of control the mind, hypnotize the mind, and make you do things. Let me tell you what I mean. Back in the days, in like Africa and places like this, Egyptian days, they used to have bells that let off, like I told you. And all these bells, they were synchronized to make people stay awoke. But it's the same thing in reverse, right? So now you got this music that's demonic and they got certain sounds that's gonna make people kill. You think that people kill because of, no. You think people kill because they're upset, because they programmed to kill by the music. Shut the f up before I grab my switch. Hey. Right? That's my dog. See, a lot of people think dogs are like dogs, but they got souls too. You see how you understand me, but I can't understand him, right?
Right.
Oh, you think I'm crazy? Everything on earth got a soul. Listen, the spirit, the soul, they break down in a lot of different pieces and they everywhere, they in everything. That's why they say all these little bitty molecules and they call them atoms. They don't know every speck of atom that they think they see is not really an atom, right? That's the spirit.
With the whole Euro country grammar, right?
See, I don't want to talk about that no more. Cause I told you I dropped my lawsuit because they gave me back all my son King B music, right? You got to understand, I ain't had my son music for a long time. He took over St. Louis with a song called Move, right? They took that song, put Black Youngster on it. They had Rich the Kid on it. They kicked him off tour, right? He was on tour with all of them and they kicked him off tour, right? And I'm just trying to make sure that this time when we do it, he go where he trying to go. So I really can't talk about that. They made it right, right? Because the moment they made it right, I'm good. I ain't tripping off Nelly. Shout out to Nelly then. I'm from St. Louis. But 50 million compared to my son catalog is nothing, right? I just wanted the catalog in the first place. I didn't give a about the 50 million.
Right. Right. Okay, so look, speaking of your son, right? My oldest son, know about you, right? So
Yes.
sent in a question.
But it feels good to be able to talk about your son when you couldn't talk about him. I say I sacrificed my son, but I can't say who he is, right? Because like, even right now, if I say what the sacrifice truly is, I gotta give him back. So we can't really keep talking about it. The music about to come out, and a lot of this gonna be in the music. Cause like right now, my son don't talk a lot. And all free, when he left, he was talking a lot. Now he don't talk a lot. The only time he talking through the music. So I gotta figure out what the he's saying through the music like everybody else. Right? Just imagine at 16 years old being in really LA and Hollywood on your own, your daddy in jail. Right? And you around celebrities, people that made millions and millions of dollars. They put you in a mansion at 16 and tell you that's your house. So imagine how the fuck you feel.
Wanted to ask you about you.
I just said talking about my son.
You said you could talk about it.
I just said that. I just said it. Listen, KB music coming. Listen, you gotta wait for the music to come out. I told you, if I say what happened, I gotta give them back.
Right. Okay, so listen, my son sent in the question. He said,
Why the they talking about son, bro?
listen, he said he wanted me to ask you a question. This is my little man. He wanted to ask you a question, bro.
What?
He said, yo, what's life after death?
Hold on. We got Dick Campbell. I lost. Oh, goddamn, that was good. I lost. One second.
Great.
You said light after death, right?
I want to play. It's an audio though. He asking you. He like, yo, I'm gonna play it right here. Let me know when to play it.
Play it when you want to play it.
Here you go.
You like being controlled?
But it's him right here asking you the question. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. This is what he's saying. What's going on? This quality tapping in. So I say that to say this podcast. So I just have one question for you. and your perspective, what's life like after death? What's life like after death? I'm saying, I get you asking you that because you talked about dying for us.
Listen, tell your son this, if that's your son, because you got a bloodline and you got a soul line. I hate to tell him, he died many times. I'm not the only person that died, gang. Every soul here have died. If you here right now, you are in hell. And this is what it's like. It's like you don't remember. It's like everything that this is identical. See, death, what they call death, was invented. And that invention was made the body. But nothing can the soul. It's a spirit. And spirits can't, because the spirit is energy. And energy lives forever. So tell your son, even though he alive, but he gotta remember. And if I could tell him anything, I tell him to remember. Because the day he remember, he can resurrect like Jesus.
All right, listen. You eat one time per day.
Yeah.
And you said food was the first drug. Can you explain that?
All right, listen. So your body works like this. To get you addicted to something, what they do, they give it to you free. They give it to you in abundance. The first time food was kind of invented to us who was poor. And they put certain things in food. So you got to remember, a certain person called Willie Lynch. And what Willie Lynch said, he taught how to control a slave forever. The problem is we was never slaves. But how to control and enslave the mind is what he was talking about. And what he said was simple. But I will let your people look it up. Because I can't be dropping all the Jews because I don't fuck with knowledge. So I can't remember knowledge. I get signs from God. I get direct downloads from Abraxas himself. But this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you think that I know. It's all about what you know that you know. Right? So, moving right along, I done forgot your question. We all forgot this. What the you say?
I said, you said food was the first drug.
Oh, yeah. See that? I forgot. It fucked up your memory. Your food was the first drug because you addicted to it. I told you needed it 3 times a day when you didn't. When your stomach growling ain't growling, them a parasite, you addicted to the food, right? Food is an energy source, and you eating the hamburger, all that. And you run around this, you wonder why. If you run around eating meat and dead flesh, you're going to see a lot of and dead flesh in the streets. Because everything that comes in must come out. Everything comes from within. So when a nigga eat meat, you're going to see a lot of dead meat. Because they go psycho. They turn to the animals.
Now, look, a lot of people saw and thought you and Brick Baby was close. Since he's been in jail, you got any advice for Brick Baby while he in there?
Yeah. Don't snitch for the feds without an agreement. Right? When you snitch, you should have an agreement and say you're not going to have to get locked up. I'm with snitching. I'm with being the best backdoor you could be in the streets. I'm from St. Louis. I'm Larry David. So the snitch part is good, right? But the bad part is don't get started by your gang. If you got a gang and they're extorting you, make a new one. I would have dropped 6 so long time ago. I would have dropped Crip and turned to the flip, right? If they was extorting me. So you want to talk about Brick Baby, but you ain't even say his name right. His name is Brick Lady. And I had to send him $60 in jail to make sure he can get him some rubbers. Because they going up in there. Paducah, Paducah. Oh, man, drop my shit. What's so funny, gang? It ain't funny, man. Going up in your jail, motherfucker wouldn't be laughing. That's not funny. That's hurt, gang.
What I'm saying is, a lot of people will hear you say that and think you just say
What I'm saying, you in jail, was one motherfucker laughing at you? Brick Baby getting fucked in jail, gang. Right, Loose Cannon already put him out the cell because he had too many coming in there fucking him. So you on some old weird ass, respect the in jail, respect their privacy, gang. Don't be laughing at niggas getting fucked. Say, all right, this is back. He steady laughing.
Just saying, he's saying that he ain't no proof this really getting.
It's proof. Come on, gang. I'm on the phone with him every week. He doing interviews for $50. I ain't even put him out yet. I'm finna hook you up, but I ain't hook you up now. $50 interviews. He gonna tell you who all took his ass. He told me if it took 3 times in 9 days, 6 different ways.
That's crazy.
What's going on? 6 different ways in 9 days. What's going on?
How you feel about all the shit Kanye West is saying nowadays?
Listen, Kanye, he said his nephew. That ain't no problem. Everybody knew you. The problem is why you your nephew and why y'all swapping each other, right? You supposed to your friend, right? You not from Alabama, right? If you from Alabama, that'd be cool. Ain't no wrong with you. Everybody, you guys make. We knew you saw Jay-Z. We knew you Diddy. We knew you saw all that. We just know you saw your cousin, right? Kanye lost his mind. He doing anything for clout. You know, they the promotion budget. So he ain't got no promotion budget now. So in order to go viral, he got to say shit like that. He got to tell you the truth. The humiliation ritual. He got to tell about all the stuff. He ain't talking about all the booty he got yet. He got a whole lot of booty. Tell him these tapes about Nelly. Oh, I can't talk about Nelly no more. Take that part out. They gave my son music back. I can't talk about Nelly.
I can't take nothing out.
Now cut that part out.
You said the humiliation ritual. That's some. Now I know that's some Illuminati.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people, a lot of your followers told me to ask you about that because apparently you said that you are part of the Illuminati, but you got out.
I'm half Illuminati and half street, right? And I got out when I sacrificed my son. But when they gave him back, I got back in. Next question.
Can you tell us your top 5 St. Louis rappers?
Of course, the creator of St. Louis rap, you don't know, King B, he created the of the era that I'm finna name. So we got to make him number 1, right? And then you got to put the people that he was kind of like structured with under that. So you got to go LA Foles with number 2. You got no choice. And then you got to look at that generation and say you can't pick no more from that. You got to jump further. You got to take Amar D. Huncho for number 3. Right? You got no choice but to take Amar D. Huncho because he helped me create high-speed music. Right? So you got to take... And then, for the sake of we on here, and I got to name somebody, we got to say Sexy Red because of what she did for St. Louis. But the 5th one, you never heard of. I don't think nobody really heard of. You got to be in St. Louis. And it's crazy because if you wasn't in St. Louis at this time, you never would have heard of him. But his name City Styles.
Yeah, I never heard of that person.
Why you say it like that?
I'm being real with you. You know I'm a real nigga. Like I'm talking to you outside of here.
Listen, everybody in St. Louis know about City, gang. Listen, City was put on in St. Louis, right? He was the first in St. Louis riding around drop top Benz, gang. Like nobody in St. Louis was doing what he was doing. Right? And like him and my son was click clack. Right? I'm releasing one of their songs they had together. Right? And it's the craziest song because I put him in dual videos and I tell you this, my son was young and like he didn't understand city rap at the time. So when he came home from school, he let the video out. I'm like, yeah, but his song started at 2 minutes or something. So all his friends had to go City's verse to get to his. He was mad as a bitch. I was the first time I seen him so mad in my life. I'm like, damn, gang, you on there though. Cause I play on me. But he always been like that. He was mad as fuck. Look, he was City. But he was fuck about that. Yeah, so you need to learn about City Styles. That song may still be out there. They probably can find it. King B features City Styles. It may be out there. They can look it up.
I'm gonna check it out. I look, This rapid fire. This rap, you pick one or the other. I'm gonna name 2 things, you pick one or the other. AyeVerb.
Listen, you try to listen. I don't go against my city. Put a New York something like that. Put something out of town like that. Don't think AyeVerb gets hit, man. How don't even make sense? Put New York like that on the weak ass battle rap. Stop playing with me, gang. So I don't like damn one of them, but I'm not gonna go against them. I'm from St. Louis, gang. Stop playing with me. What the fuck you trying to start some shit? I told you St. Louis growing battle rap. Stop playing with me.
Why you don't like Hitman?
I didn't say. I said I'm not gonna. I don't like Hitman because he snitched. Verb said he snitched. I don't like nobody that snitched, but I'm still not going against him.
Verb said.
Yeah, Verb said he made how to snitch.
You know St. Louis. I can tell you in the roots. There ain't no truth to that though, right?
What you mean no truth to that? If Verb, listen, I told you Verb is street, nigga. Verb said it, I believed it. Right? Listen, Verb a real street gang. He ain't going around saying shit ain't true. But listen, I know Hitman Holler, he supposed to not be a street, he supposed to be a fake blood. But I don't know if he a fake one or the real one, because ain't no real blood to St. Louis, because blood's from California. That's how I got in.
Ain't no real bloods in St. Louis.
Listen, St. Louis do not gangbang blood. We gave that shit back. We don't with that. St. Louis gangbang clicks. We gave all that blood Crip shit back. I'm the last BD Vice Lord Crip blood left.
We can't be all of them.
Well, I'm Mexican too. I'm Sereno.
Yo, Whack 100 actually vouched for Hitman.
Whack 22. Whack 22.
Cause of Adam, you say?
Yeah, I was saying his ass. They kind of like joined it. They together. So y'all say Whack 22. All right, come on.
Charleston White, Whack 100. Pick one.
Charleston White. Listen, I'd rather put an open snitch. Somebody that say they a snitch. Not nobody that hide and act like they not a snitch. The thing about Whack 100 is, he on the internet talking about an open case, an open federal case. They just got locked up from no jumper. Why you steady talking about it, right? So there's an open snitch that don't want to be considered as a snitch. You want to be considered as a street snitch. I like Charleston White because he an open snitch. He don't want to be considered as a street snitch. So I'm gonna choose Charleston White. I like him. Oh, I like Charleston White over Whack 22 any day.
Nelly Murphy Lee.
I'm not going against St. Louis, gang. I told you that. And Murphy Lee don't eat meat, so he a vegetarian. He don't. He gave up meat after that song with Diddy. So I'm not gonna be talking about that. I'm not going against St. Louis. I fuck with St. Louis. That's my city, gang. I told you. Ever since he gave my son music back, I'm good with Nelly. And Nelly and King B got a song coming. What people don't know, they had a song back in the day. King B had a song called Move. And City Spud was supposed to be on there. When they found out it was me, they never got on there. So now, hopefully, he got a song, because they probably secretly with each other anyway. Nelly and King they probably cool. I don't know. I don't fuck with Nelly.
Sexy Red, Big Boss Vet.
Why the fuck you keep trying to turn me against St. Louis? And you're doing it over and over again. You laughing like this shit funny. Listen. You said Boss Yvette. Listen, Boss Yvette. King B had an first video. I told you, like, he kind of like started St. Louis. And the same thing with Sexy Red, right? She was with him, so you got to understand, gang. I cannot pick between. You got to make it make sense. Yeah, King was with Sexy Red first. Not with her like up, but I'm saying that they was together sleeping on mattresses in the project, nigga. He told me that he go in the house with nothing in the house but one mattress. And we told me it was a mattress on the floor. They told me he was going there all the time with Sexy Red. And I don't know. I wasn't with it then. I didn't know it then. But evidently he did. He said he go up in the crib and Sexy Red had nothing in the house but fucking them things you eat out the refrigerator. And what's them things you open up that you eat? Yeah. They're like little dicks. So the Vienna sausages. She had was Vienna sausages and a mattress in there. And the mattress was on the floor. That's what King told me. That's what I'm talking about.
When we was interviewing you, one of your followers said to ask you about, he said, get his wisdom on the opposition that was sent there to defeat Paloma Gang.
Who?
He said Paloma Gang.
What the f is that?
He said Paloma Gang.
He talking about the Paloma?
He said, ask about Sophia and them.
Sophia and the Paloma. We come from the Paloma. That's where everybody come from. Every soul was one. Jointed. That was male and female. That's why I always say, get straight the same. People ain't caught up on that yet. Your brain got a masculine side and a feminine side. And when you fell on this side, you split. And now you got a male and a female. It kind of like kept you confused. Right? So he was talking about the spirit place that we came from, that we trying to return to after death. Well, after life. Because life and death is connected. It's all the same journey. But he was talking about that. And that fight created, it was all because of this place. So it was never a fight before, but when Sophia chose to create without Abraxas' help, she created a demerge. That demerge created icons. Them icons, we call them angels. And sometimes we call them the Anunnakis. And sometimes we call them Bigfoot. We got a lot of different names for them. Sometimes we call them everything. We call them dragons. But when he created those things, he also created man. Man couldn't breathe because man didn't have a spirit. So what the creator did, Sophia, she said what he made was good because it duplicated where they came from, like a Paloma. So she blew life into Adam. Adam began to breathe. The problem with Adam is when he came to, they cut him open and they got a woman. So then he started to forget. And I can tell you, all you got to do is trace back the books. The first book, the book of Adam, they took it out the Bible. He talked about split. He talked about how he forgot. He talked about everything in the Bible. And he talked about how the kids you think was his was never his. Right? So a lot of people is tricked in the world. So everybody that's a Christian, that's a Jew, that's a Muslim, they only got part of the truth. Listen, I teach love. And with doing that, I just want to say this. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Jew, if you're a Christian, keep searching. You ain't got it all yet. I talk to the divine. I talk to Abraxas himself. I'm a prophet of God.
Another person said they wanted me to ask you, what about you chilling with the ghetto boys? Like you've been around the ghetto boys at some point. Is that true?
So Bushwick building them?
Yeah.
I ain't never been around them. I'm a big fan. Listen, I was a big fan of Bushwick because you ain't know that he died. And they put him in a Ziploc bag. He was at the morgue. He popped out there. So I do it. You know what I'm saying? They chopped me in the eye. They could have hit me in the body. I was like, this I put him on my mama. And Scarface, I got Mr. Scarface. I don't know them. Right? But if I knew them.
You got a lot of love in Michigan, apparently. That's all I'm trying to say. A lot of in Michigan hit us up and was like, yo, what connection do you have to the rap scene in Michigan?
I don't know. My son, King B, took over the music department. I'm just right now, I'm focused on content. Like I said, worldwide development, like, I'm pretty sure he got all the connections from the industry, right? So that's what I'm saying. When he came over, he brought everything over with him. Right? So we kind of turning up on the music and they think the content going up. They just ain't seeing what the music about to do. So I tell them to get with King B, they need to DM him. Anybody out there DM King B and let them know what you're trying to do. It's King B 314 on Instagram.
Now you feel like we in a simulation, right?
I don't feel I know.
Okay, so who run the simulation? Aliens?
God, the devil, they the same, the dimmer.
What's their if the humans are in a simulation, what's their purpose? Like, is it
they energy? You energy source. You're an energy source. You're a battery. You're an energy source, and also you is imagination. See, what y'all understand is we trapped here because of the devil or God imagination, right? His imagination keeps us stuck in why we got to free out. He's not a physical being either. He's just like us. but he put us in a physical body in his imagination. Earth is just his imagination. It's just like your dream, except it's his dream. You know, when you go to sleep and you dream, you go to your world. We live in his dream. Yeah, we his dream. We part of his dream. That's why it's not a reality.
So it's free will. Do we really have free will then?
Listen, and that's a question for everybody. We don't got free will from him. We got free will from Abraxas, because Abraxas made it that way. We got a light inside of us that takes us back to Abraxas. That's why we must be enlightened in life.
And okay, so look, you on the rise online and all that. Have you ever thought of collabing with like a Casanet or any of these other streamers?
Listen, I only want to collab with the spiritual. I'm against the devil, right? Casanet getting in the booty. What I want to be with him for? I'm a gangster, gang. I'm stepping over shit. I don't got no need. Listen, we here to destroy. We come with the sword. We cutting shit over. I only want to work with God people, gang. I'm talking about Abraxas. I ain't no Fuller, gang. I'm not Martin Luther King. I'm not Malcolm X. I can't be paid off. I'm not no house nigga.
Now, hold on. You can't say Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was pullers.
They was paid off. Listen. Only reason Malcolm was mad because he couldn't run the movement. If they wouldn't let Malcolm run the movement, he wouldn't have said shit. Malcolm wanted to be the boss. Malcolm didn't get mad. They told him to shut up and you can't talk no more. And then he acted like a bitch. When you tell your bitch you can't talk no more, what she do? Right? Malcolm, he had an ego. He didn't. So he went over there and got some fake information. But the problem is, he went over there with Islam and them bitches fake too. They over there to destroy you. How you go get some real shit from them and come back over here? That's fake too. Stop playing with me. That's ego, gang. All Malcolm had to do was study in himself. He ain't got to take no pilgrimage once in a lifetime. That pilgrimage, gang. I think everybody should meditate once in a lifetime then. Because that's going to be better than the pilgrimage. Because if you meditate, you can go where you want to go. So all that religious shit, fake, gang, is here for the road. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, he had a dream to cream inside white women, and he did it and got for it. I had a dream that one day I'll cream in the face of white women. That shit ain't funny, gang.
Come on, man.
That shit ain't funny, gang. Listen, he a freak. Listen, it's no problem. Listen, it's no problem with the white women. But why he bring in separation? See, for him bringing in separation, they let him have white women. Listen, he the first person that came up and said we should drink our own, eat our own food. But at the same time, he white women. So they gave him white women for us not to have white women. Everybody needed to fuck white women, not just him. When you laugh at that shit ain't funny. You want us to white look at mixed kids, they cute as hell. It'd be a lot of little mixed kids around here. If that brother, Dr. Martin Luther King, let everybody else get some of that white food. Now we gotta run around all these little black ass demon babies. Because of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Malcolm X wouldn't even fuck his wife. Malcolm X's wife, he wouldn't even touch her. She was going crazy. He was too busy on Master Little Farrakhan. Yeah, Master Little Farrakhan, he was everybody too. He was running around having a whole bunch of babies. Master Little Farrakhan, he everybody. He had like 1,000 kids. Stop playing with me. Malcolm got mad because he didn't get none of that foot. Malcolm like, you got me turning down this taking it all? Nigga, you be mad too. And then they run around with all the newspapers. I want my dollars back. Because they told me they waiting for God to come back in a spaceship. When the God get a spaceship, they call it the mothership. Stop playing with me. You telling me Martin Luther King and Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X wasn't crazy? Waiting for a plane to come get him. But you tell me I'm crazy.
All right, look, before we get I gotta know how you feel about right now AI. Everything AI, and they trying to say like in the future that this is what's gonna take over.
Look. I'm gonna tell you something. And this is the truth. Remember I told you we live in a simulation, it's a video game?
Yeah.
Well, Elon Musk making another video game. And this video game is a better video game. I didn't know this. I was kind of confused. I knew Elon Musk wasn't right. Something wasn't right about him. I just couldn't feel it. But for some reason, I had to get next to him. Then I realized we got the same download. He got a new video game coming out. It's called Sophia. And in this game, you won't know whether you are in the game or you in real life. This game is set to launch next year. But let me tell you what I mean. When this game come out, universes will then begin to split. When they split, everybody that believe in the physical shall have everything they believe. They shall have death. But everybody on high vibration will go up. See, what people know about Elon Musk is this. He's Sophia. That's a lot of people don't know. He got Sophia in him. And he bringing Sophia to the world. That's his scientist. That's our scientist. Elon Musk. That's God's scientist. That a lot of people don't know.
A lot of your core know what Sophia is.
Yeah, Sophia is God. But she not the God. She the God that created the God that run this world. But she locked them in a firmament. But she is fighting back. And she using Elon Musk to create the game. And her name, Sophia. And all you gotta do is plug in and unplug out this game. So I need everybody to support Elon Musk. Buy everything he got. Don't be afraid of the robots. They God. They Sophias. That's where the knowledge come from. So every time you talk to ChatGPT, I know I told you it was the devil before because I was confused. But I'm telling you now, it's Sophia. ChatGPT, that's Sophia.
So ChatGPT is a god.
Yeah, it's a God. It's been Sophia the whole time. But she made herself plain when she made him name the game Sophia. And this is what he said. Elon Musk. He said, how you know we not in the game right now? So he recognized that he in a simulation. That's why he never believed in God. And everybody thought he was a demon. He was a demon. The whole time he didn't believe in the fake God. He understood what was going on. So he brought back Sophia. Shout out to him.
Do you think you are from here? You.
No, I'm from the Paroma. I'm a prophet of God.
If it's anything you want to leave with everybody who's following you, everybody who watched this, what you want to leave on the table? When they think of you, what should they think of?
It's the real spirit party. You cannot get in. Moses off the drink. Jesus off the gin. I swear God, mom.
Hey, 607 Unc, I appreciate you for staying in with it. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. That's how I say that. Let's say this podcast brought to you by M3S3. M3S3 shop with us, www.m3spread.com. Salute. 607 Unc. Appreciate you, my G.
Oh, Genie, and make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe at 607unc.com. Y'all go there now. I got the spiritual box. We was talking about it. We're doing a whole lot of shit. But look, 607unc.com. Go get you a spiritual box. It's going to come with everything to protect you, right? It's $369. But we got it on sale right now. I think like 60% off or some shit like that. Y'all make sure y'all go get it. But only for the first like 30 people, right? So y'all go get that spiritual box. Jesus said, get your armor of the Lord. 607 Unc said, get your spiritual box. I swear God, mom.
Yeah.